Someone's dream on the street corner. An unrealized ideal is shattered. Like tears flooding the city. No one can be saved this way. Someone whispers, as they drown in a melted dream.
That was quite refreshing. A bath is like a fleeting dream. Your sweat and past are washed away. You're born anew. Would you like to join me next time?
No, thanks.
Oh, if you're embarrassed about taking off your clothes, you can hop in with them on. I do that once every 3 times anyway.
Who are you?
Oh? If you want to know who I am, does that mean you wish to be friends with me?
Friends?
Yes, I want to be your friend. How about you?
Huh?
I think you should avoid sketchy guys like that. You're just gonna end up joining a pyramid scheme or something.
Oh, that's right. I haven't introduced myself yet. I'm sorry. It's been so long since I've built personal relationships that I don't remember the procedure. My name is Makoto Kagutsuchi. Nice to meet you.
Hi, I'm Yuma Kokohead.
Yuma.
Master, maybe you should comment on his mask. He's probably waiting for you to do that.
About that mask.
Oh, this? Interested? This is like a family heirloom to me. It has quite a history. It is said my family has demonic blood flowing through us. Normal people who gaze upon my face lose their sanity. That's why I must keep my face hidden, or I can't even hold a normal conversation. So what is this demonic blood, you might ask? I did my own research on the matter. It goes back 500 years. Back then, this land was comprised of over 200 kingdoms, great and small.
I think I got it now, thanks.
Oh, are you sure?
This guy's worse than I thought. Where are we anyway?
Good question. Excuse me, where are we right now?
This is my home. It's the highest point in town, the top floor of Kanai Tower.
The top floor of that tower?
You serious? He's like Stark levels rich! Hey, let's take a selfie while we're here!
Why am I here?
I assumed you were playing in the river. However, it's not good to get carried away. You were lying by the riverbank in tatters. One of my men just happened to find you. So I had you brought here. I wouldn't be able to sleep at night if we just let you die. You're here from the lowest part of town to the highest. How does it feel to have traveled between heaven and hell?
Where are the others? Was anyone else there besides me?
There was no one else.
I see. Chief Yako, Lara, Tetsuhiko, Fubuki, Vivia. I hope they're all okay. It's all my fault. The peacekeepers have it out for us because I've been butting into cases, pretending to be a detective. If I'd followed the chief's advice and stayed put at the agency, none of this would have ever happened.
There you go, acting like some tragic heroine again. The only people who'd give you any sympathy for that shtick are the possessive types drawn to the naive. Just forget about it all and be positive. Say you have amnesia and reset your past.
After losing my memories, the Nocturnal Detective Agency was the one place where I felt like I belonged. If that's gone, I don't know what to do.
Hey, you're lucky to be alive. Compared to the other dead detectives, that is.
They're not dead. They have to be alive somewhere.
Oh, we have lots of visitors today. You might want to hide for now, Yuma.
Hide? Why?
You don't want to go play in the river again, do you?
What do you mean by that?
Master, I've got a bad feeling about this. Do as you're told and hide.
But where am I supposed to hide? Where should I hide? I need to hide! That's the director of the Peacekeepers, Yumi Hellsmile.
It's rare to see you all the way up here. Maybe this means we'll get a bright and sunny day tomorrow.
Well, a damn good day to you as well, masked man. Or is trick or treat the proper way to greet a mask lover like you?
So what brings you here? If it's a treat you're looking for, I have some homemade cookies.
Unfortunately, I only accept tricks. I heard a rumor that you're hiding a detective. That couldn't be true, could it?
Detective? Whatever do you mean?
You think you can hide your expression behind a mask? You're as creepy as ever. If you weren't in this city, by now I'd be... I'll be back. The Peacekeepers are always watching you.
Yuma, you can come out now.
That was the director of the Peacekeepers, wasn't it? You know him?
Our relationship isn't so shallow that he's a mere acquaintance, but I wouldn't call it a friendship either. If I must call it something, I'd say he's like a shadow. We all have our own inseparable shadows, right?
Who are you?
I'm just a man living at the highest point in town. Do you need to know more than that?
That doesn't tell me anything.
You sure are honest. I love this city more than anyone. And more than anyone, I worry for its future. That's why I feel so gloomy about it all. Like the sky, a cold rain falls within my heart. By the way, I hear that you're a detective. I didn't know they still existed in this town.
I'm a trainee. There are other detectives much better than me. Somewhere out there.
Naturally, this means you have some knowledge about this place.
I suppose so, yes.
Even as we speak, a disaster strikes Kanai Ward. You could say Amaterasu Corporation is responsible. For years now, the tragedies occurring in this city are the result of an upset of the power balance within Amaterasu.
The power balance?
The company has gotten too big. Each segment has grown increasingly independent and now lacks overall cohesion. As a result, the power structure has been completely thrown off balance. Amidst it all, the Peacekeepers took charge. They've imposed strict rules within the company and eliminated anyone who refused to obey. The corporation was on the brink of collapse, but the Peacekeepers managed to regain order. And I'm sure you can easily imagine what happened after that. right?
That order took hold over all of Kanai Ward.
You're a sharp one, Detective. They fly the banner of order and force laws only convenient to themselves on the people. Both Amaterasu Corporation and Kanai Ward belong to them now. They do as they please. They can overturn laws on a whim, which permitted bribes to be exchanged at a rampant pace. This is why the city continues to erode away. So much so that this gloomy rain cannot wash it clean.
I thought the Peacekeepers were like a police force, but they hold much more power than that.
As their name suggests, in the beginning the Peacekeepers were a single department that handled security. They changed and grew into the powerful organization they are today, because there was a need for it. After Kanai Ward's isolation, Amaterasu needed to become stronger and more ruthless to protect their secrets. Taking advantage of the corporation's supply routes, the Peacekeepers began trading with the military industry.
Wow, they sound like some dictatorship's army.
Before anyone realized, they were the most powerful force around. I'm sure they saw everyone else as incompetent, which led them to believe that those with the power should rule. The shadow that hangs over this city is none other than the threat of the Peacekeepers. Their tyranny continues to this day. They will never stop, even after they've gained control over everything.
So that's the situation the city is enduring.
At this rate, Kanai Ward will continue to decay. More innocent civilians will fall victim to them. That's why I want to stop the Peacekeepers on this reckless path of theirs. I do so as a citizen who loves Kanai Ward. I need the help of people like you.
Like me?
I mean detectives.
He needs detectives? Something about this sounds fishy.
What do you mean by that?
In Kanai Ward, the only ones that can stand up to the Peacekeepers are outsiders like yourself. That's why, in order to save this city, I need your cooperation. Detectives are the only ones who can save this place. That is what I believe. But what about you?
Save this city. Chief Yako also asked the same thing. If their goals are the same...
Hold it right there, Master! You're gonna agree just like that?
But he's asking for my help as a detective. I have to respond.
Jeez, think about it for a sec. The way he's talking, he probably works for Amaterasu. In other words, you're not sticking your neck out for an impossible crime here. It's just a spat between adults. What do you think you can do about it?
But we should at least talk to him about it first.
He's obviously taking advantage of you. Ugh, you're so gullible. Listen, detectives need to suspect others all the time. Besides, can you really trust anybody in a mask like that? He's not normal. Everything feels so ominous about this. You're better off not associating with him. Trust me on this.
It's rare for you to be so absolutely against something. I owe you a lot for saving my life, and it's true. I don't know him enough to be sure if he's trustworthy.
Oh, this reminds me. Speaking of detectives, is number 1 in town as well?
Huh? Number 1?
I mean the guy at the top of the World Detective Organization. Things would go much faster if he were here.
Oh, you know about number 1?
Huh? Don't you?
I've only heard of him recently. I don't know much about him.
I see. Well, that's no surprise. He's a shut-in who rarely appears out in public. But if you get the chance to talk to him, please ask him to come visit soon. Tell him his son is in trouble.
Son?
joking. Anyway, I've kept you here too long. If you're looking for your missing friends, you better move fast.
That's right. I have to go look for everyone. I need to get going. Thank you for saving me.
No problem. Don't worry about it. But please, consider cooperating with me.
Right. Oh, also, I should ask you this while I'm here. Do you have any idea what Kanai Ward's ultimate secret could be? Or does the word homunculus sound familiar to you?
No, I have no idea. Sorry I couldn't be of help.
I see.
Now, go on and look for your friends.
Right.
So that's my... Is that it? I thought there would be more emotion involved.
Given how tall the building is, the elevator took forever to come down. Since he lives on the top level of this tower, he can't be an ordinary person. Makoto Kagutsuchi. Who is he? How is he connected to Amaterasu Corporation?
He brushed it off, but he's affiliated with them. He knows that dangerous Peacekeepers director. Not to mention, he knew an awful lot about the internal workings of the corporation.
He talked about saving the city, but is he on our side? Or could he be...
Either way, you're better off not getting involved. Let sleeping gods lie, as they say.
Are you sure you're one to say that?
Oh, you're right!
Anyway, I'm worried about Chief Yako. Let's go back to where the detective agency was at the riverbank.
I wonder what happened to Fuzzhead and the others.
They're fine. They must be. Hey! He ran away when he saw me the other time, too.
Maybe you did something?
I don't think so. He's a complete stranger.
You sure you don't need to hurry to the riverbank? You might find Fuzzhead's corpse and then some.
No, that's not true. Don't say ominous stuff like that. Who was that? And why did they run when they saw me?
Who cares? It's not like you're gonna figure it out by standing around here thinking about it. Shouldn't you be worried about Fuzzhead and the others?
That's right. I have to get to the agency. It's terrible. The agency is completely blown to pieces. I thought I found a place I could call home.
I don't smell any corpses. I thought there'd be some around here.
Of course not! Everyone is still alive! Master detectives wouldn't die so easily.
You say that, but didn't they all die on the Amaterasu Express?
That's...
Huh?
Huh? Whoa! What the...
Oh, man!
Where am I?
You're finally awake! Well, I also just woke up. When you go to sleep, so do I. Because we're one and the same!
I remember I was suddenly thrown into a car and...
I think you let your guard down too much. How many times are you gonna let yourself get knocked unconscious?
I can't help it! This city is so weird. Why does this keep happening to me?
Who would do such a thing to you? And for what reason?
Could it be the Peacekeepers?
Look around. It's so dirty here. If it's the Peacekeepers, they'd probably be sitting on reclining chairs with their feet up in a tidy room.
But if it isn't the Peacekeepers, then who? We can worry about it later. First, we have to get out of here.
I guess that's fair.
Where am I? Anyway, I better find a way out of here. This is...
Come on. There's another one, Master!
Hmm?
Aww.
Huh? There's a vent here, but it's too small to pass through. It won't open. Seems like it's locked with a padlock or something from the outside. Why do they even want to imprison me? The floor and the walls don't seem fragile enough to break, and there's no way out through the ceiling either.
Looks like you're stuck in here. No point feeling gloomy about it. Just enjoy it while you can. Woohoo! It's so fun! It's like we're frolicking through the sun like grass in spring.
It's hopeless. We're completely stuck. It's just like everything in my life right now. I'm trapped with no way out.
Master looks so lonely right now. It's like he's given up on everything. Hey! Can I give you a back tattoo that says, "My life is over"?
Sorry, but I'm not really in the mood for your antics right now.
What's got you so down anyway? It's not like you had anything to lose in the first place. Besides me, that is!
Aw, my life's been a mess ever since you started haunting me. Shinigami, what about those other detectives?
What do you mean?
You said you've haunted other detectives in the past. They all gave up their memories, right? Were they able to achieve their goals using the power you gave them?
I don't really remember the past. I'm the kind who forgets what happened yesterday. Oh, but there is one detective I distinctly remember. He always liked to say this one thing. I want to eradicate all unsolved mysteries from this world and bring happiness to everyone.
Huh?
I want to make a world where no one weeps while imprisoned by unsolved mysteries. He said that with such sparkling eyes that I laughed out loud. It still makes me laugh, as if a single detective could do that.
Imprisoned by unsolved mysteries. Like the Watchmaker's son, or Kurumi. If those cases remained unsolved, would they have suffered the same fate? So you didn't answer me. What about that detective? Was he able to bring happiness to everyone?
I don't know. Besides, I don't remember much. But if you look at how the world is right now, isn't the answer obvious?
I guess. There's no way detectives could make people all over the world happy. Even in Kanai Ward alone, the number of unsolved mysteries keeps increasing. What can detectives even do? Detectives are useless. I'm useless. Huh?
Master, someone's coming!
Oh, you're awake. Sorry for getting rough with you. It was necessary at the time. Forgive me.
Well, don't we have quite the character here?
Who are you?
Yeah, I'm glad you asked. Consider this. Have you seen a child crying on a street corner? How about a kid wandering with no place to go? We're a group of volunteers who shed blood so people like that don't have to shed tears. That's right. We're the proud resistance against Amaterasu Corporation.
Resistance?
And I'm the head honcho. The name's Shachi. Nice to meet you.
This reminds me. I've seen the flyers all over Kanai Ward.
Yeah, passing out flyers is an important part of our activity. We need to recruit as many people as possible. Though once we're finally caught by the peacekeepers, we'll probably all hang.
But what does the Resistance want with me?
First, let me apologize for not being able to bring you here in a more graceful way. But if I didn't do it this way, you couldn't stay hidden from the peacekeepers.
Why did you go to such lengths to see me?
Allow me to explain. Please, would you join us at our hideout? I want you to have a little chat with my friends.
A hideout?
Don't worry, they're all good guys. Come on, follow me.
Seems like I'm being dragged into even more trouble.
It doesn't look like you have a choice right now, anyway. At least he's the type of guy who's kind to a lost kid.
I'm not a kid. Is it really okay to follow him?
Master, stop being so indecisive! Oh my! It's already morning. The sun rose while you were fast asleep.
What is this place? The whole area is submerged. Looks like stagnant rainwater that didn't drain. Do people actually live here?
Only weirdos who carve up animals could live in a place like this.
Is this your first time in Doya District?
Doya District?
In short, it's what you'd call the slums. It's like this thanks to Amaterasu Corp. The people here are forced to live in the backwaters. They don't seem to care one bit about the unending rain. Of course they don't. They're all living high up, looking down on us. All the dirt and grime they spit out flows down from the city and ends up swirling around here. This is the reality of Kanai Ward.
Kanai Ward's reality.
Come on, our hideout is this way. Our dream is to change Doya District scenery. We want to help the poor smile again. We call ourselves the Resistance, but it would be better for everyone if things can get resolved without a fight. I doubt the peacekeepers feel the same way, though. They're always striving to crush us. That's why we armed ourselves and prepared to fight back. We don't know when this fight will end. We don't know if we'll still be able to smile when it does. We may not have the answers, but we have to keep fighting. We were born and raised here, after all. By the way, where are you from?
Some stuff happened, so I don't have a place to call home right now.
Oh, so you're like us then. Guess that kind of makes us buddies.
Well, I'm not so sure about that. But I suppose the Resistance and the Nocturnal Detective Agency are both being oppressed by Amaterasu. Our goals and aspirations differ, but we're kinda like friends in that regard.
Master, you're a professional loner, so you don't need any friends.
What's a professional loner?
Hey, good work being on the lookout. This is our hideout. Come on in.
The Resistance's hideout. It's a bit scary, but
There's no running away now.
All right, it's time for a revolution.
Hey! Don't start a revolution here.
Oh no.
I lost again.
Hey, you're all here. Great timing since the game's over. Listen up, I need to introduce someone to all of you. Behold! Yuma here is a master detective of the WDO.
huh? Wait, I'm not.
Oh, really? So he's one of those master detectives I've heard so much about.
Seriously? Sorry I kidnapped you without knowing.
Anyway, I want to recruit him to our resistance.
Huh? Wait, this is much too sudden, and I'm not a master detective.
I know I sprang this on you out of nowhere. You know what? We're alike. We both have the same kind of darkness lurking deep within our eyes. That darkness is solitude.
Huh?
You're lost, with nowhere to go. Am I wrong? This can be your new home.
My new home?
I guess you're uncomfortable being around so many people when you don't even know their names. Everyone here is a leader within the organization. They're all irreplaceable to the Resistance. But while they don't have any powers as extraordinary as master detectives, they each have their own special abilities. They're all good people. You should talk to them first before deciding to join up or not.
Uh-huh. Anyway, let's try talking to everyone.
Hi there, I'm Servan. So, you're Yuma from the World Detective Organization. I've been trying to obtain help from the WDO for a while, but I could never get them to agree. I guess anyone would be hesitant to work with people who call themselves the Resistance.
Why do you need detectives?
To be honest, it's not limited to detectives. We need help in general. But recruiting blindly is dangerous. There's no telling who might be tied to the Amaterasu Corporation. In that regard, detectives from the WDO are safe. Rumor has it they've got terrific personnel. Plus, I know you're enemies with Amaterasu. I've seen it with this.
What's that?
It's security camera footage set up all around Kanai Ward. I'm good at tinkering with machines. I handle most of the machine work around here. Once Kanai Ward is peaceful again, I want to open up a shop selling security devices, so that this tragedy can never happen again.
I see.
Hey, Master Detective. I'm Hardy. To be honest, I'm rooting for you to join us. Detectives work for anyone as long as the pay is good, right? Meaning, if you pay more than anyone else, they will always side with you. They're far more trustworthy than people who just talk big about fighting for the revolution.
I think you've got the wrong idea here. A detective isn't a mercenary.
Really? I figured they're about the same.
Well, you probably couldn't explain the difference if you were asked to, Master.
Hey, Akardi, tell them about your special powers.
Oh, I'm from the Doya district, but I used to be a super swimming athlete for Kanai Ward. I do all sorts of aquatic sports. No one can keep up with me in this flooded city. Anyway, I take advantage of that ability and work as a delivery man. If there's anything you want delivered, I'm your man. Even if it's underwater.
I see.
So, you're the new member. I'm Aruka. Nice to meet you.
Oh, hello. This one seems kinda quiet.
Master, women are never what they seem. Even idols take dumps.
Yuma, can you use a gun?
Huh? A gun? I've never carried one before.
Oh, I thought so. You strike me as the type of person who's never had anything to do with guns before. On my 4th birthday, I was given a .22 caliber revolver as a present. On my 5th birthday, I got a .32, and on my birthday next month, I'm supposed to be getting an anti-tank cannon.
Huh?
I don't care what it is. I just want to pull the trigger. Give me a trigger to pull. Yuma, if you join us, would you do it with me?
No thanks. I doubt I'd be any good with those things. I've never even held one before.
Oh, maybe you misunderstood. I'm not asking you to pull the trigger. I want you to be the target. Do your best to run around. It won't be any fun if it ends in one shot.
She's terrifying.
See, I told you women aren't what they seem. Even idols take dumps.
Can you not look at me that way? You're acting like I'm some weirdo. Until Kanai Ward was isolated 3 years ago, I was a serious candidate for Olympic shooting. But when we were shut off from the rest of the world, that included world sports, and I had nowhere to go. I can't allow this. I will change Kanai Ward with my firearm skills. But to do that, I need to get better.
Master, I know you're a sucker for girls, but I suggest you stay away from this one.
Of course.
Oh, so you're the new member? I'm Margala. I don't know what a master detective is, but did you come in from beyond the rain as well?
Beyond the rain?
The only only thing beyond the rain is Amaterasu Corp.
No, I'm not with them. But you said as well. Are you a former member of Amaterasu?
That's right. I worked in accounting for that company. Back then, they called me the safekeeper. But one day, I was accused of embezzlement. My entire family was arrested. Of course, my family and I were all innocent. We were framed, set up to take the fall for what the peacekeepers took for themselves. My family got sick and died in jail. All of them. Except me.
That's terrible.
I would do anything to destroy Amaterasu. Anything. I own a small shop in Kamasaki District. Publicly, I'm just a retired old man selling old art pieces. But secretly, I manage the funds for the resistance. Guess you could say I got re-employed. I'm happy to be able to use my skills again. If your hatred of Amaterasu is anything like ours, you should join us.
Did you have a chat with everyone already? Guess I'll talk about myself then. I was born around these parts. It wasn't submerged like this at the time. It really was just another regular city. But my family, as you might expect, lived in poverty. That's why when I was hired by that company, my whole family was thrilled.
That company?
Yeah. Amaterasu Corporation. Back then, they weren't dangerous or shady. They were a legitimate business focused on contributing to society. Now, I don't know when it started to go astray. We kept receiving more requests from the unified government with an increasing number of top-secret projects. As the secrets kept piling on, the company continued to grow. It sure was a strange sight. Even when I was an employee, I didn't know what was going on. It was like looking at some strange and unknown beast. Before I knew it, everyone was subservient to Amaterasu. The gap between rich and poor was irreversible.
Shachi, what kind of work did you do for them?
I worked in land development. They'd buy up promising land and use it for the company. And here, Doya District was also a part of that. After I purchased this land, Amaterasu filled it with rows and rows of research facilities. The city was poor, but there were these shiny research labs here. Back then, it made us so proud. We thought it'd bring prosperity here. Or so we hoped. But 3 years ago, the unending rain began. The area was flooded. Amaterasu abandoned this place without a second thought. The former residents had nowhere to go. So they were forced to live on top of the flooded research labs. And that's what became of Doya District.
So that's what happened.
It's my fault. I'm the one who made the city this way. That's why I fight Amaterasu Corp. To help the impoverished still living here. It's the least I can do to make it up to them. It can't be anyone else. I have to do it. Well, that's enough sad story time for now. We must press onward. This is why we need good people on our side. You're one of the world-famous master detectives. Please, help us. How about it, Yuma? Will you stand with us and help free Kanai Ward from Amaterasu's oppression?
Everyone keeps saying the same thing. You've already made up your mind. Go on, answer him.
Thank you for the offer, but I will have to say no.
Oh, I see. So you'll fight alongside us. That's great!
Did you hear him? He said no.
Huh? What did you say?
Well, I suppose you wouldn't. Joining the Resistance isn't a cool thing to do in this day and age. To be honest, I really don't care as long as I can shoot my guns.
After all this, you're still rejecting us? Our entire conversation made it seem like you'd join up.
I'm sorry. I think your aspiration to stand up for the city is great, and I want to support you. But right now, I can't quit being a detective to join you. That would mean betraying people who've taken care of me, and I still have things left undone as a detective. Although, I still don't know why I want to continue as a detective. But that's exactly why I can't quit now. It's not that I'm obsessed with being one. Rather, I think detectives are the key to solving my own mysteries.
Oh, you seem to think awfully highly of yourself all of a sudden. This is so unlike you. You're cuter when you're totally panicking and don't know where to turn.
I'm still worried about the others who've gone missing. I can't just abandon them and start over somewhere new.
I see. So you won't reconsider. In that case, I can't let you leave here alive.
What?
Just kidding. I already knew you were gonna turn us down. Trying to get you to join on the spot is a tough sell. You have your own stuff going on. So instead, would you be interested in cooperating with us as a detective? Basically, we'd like you to take on a job for us.
A job?
Yeah, it's a simple one, but it's not something we can do. Please, we need your help. Will you at least take on this request?
What do I do? Chief Yako isn't here, and the detective agency is gone. Is it really okay for me to accept a job? In my experience, taking these requests without permission always leads to trouble.
I don't smell any good mysteries nearby. My guess is that these people are taking advantage of you, just like that masked guy. You should ignore them.
Yeah, I need to find the others first. I don't have time to take another request. I'm sorry. I'll need to consider it another time, once things calm down.
I see. So that didn't work either.
I need to go now.
Please, wait. We've just exposed our inner workings. Do you really think we'd just let you leave? Unlike Shachi, I don't joke around. I'll do what needs to be done.
I'm with Iruka. If you're not with us, you're against us. If we let you go, you might leak our info to Amaterasu Corp.
I would never!
It seems you're just an outsider after all. You'll never understand our hatred.
Hey, if you're gonna fight, do it outside! Don't mess with my complex machines!
We can't let an Amaterasu sympathizer roam free.
Please wait! Let's all take a deep breath.
So you want to pick a fight with me? Oh, you asked for it. Bring it on! I'll boom kill all of you!
Wait, hold your damn horses! If he could just be threatened into doing our bidding, I would have done so from the start. He's no amateur. He's a WDO master detective.
Master detectives can survive even bullet wounds, right? We should test it out.
Iruka, stop! Put down the gun. The Resistance isn't a terrorist group. We don't kill people. Let me talk with him man to man, and we'll wrap things up. Everyone okay with that?
If you say so, Shachi. It's fine by me.
Agreed.
You're the leader. Do as you wish.
Sorry, Yuma. Would you come with me for a bit?
Hey, Shachi.
What? I thought we were done here. Sorry, Yuma. Go on ahead for a second. We can talk quietly on the rooftop. Go through that door over there and up the stairs. I'll be there soon.
The roof. Got it.
You've gained the attention of some troublesome folks. Why don't you skip out right now?
It's better to finish talking to them now to avoid trouble later on. Besides, wasn't there a lookout at the entrance?
Oh? I hear someone talking.
Is it those guys from earlier? What could they be talking about?
Hey, maybe you can hear them talking if you approach the door.
This is... Oh! I can see inside through a crack in the door.
How naughty! Let's take a peek at what they're plotting.
Can't you move through walls, Shinigami? You could just get to the other side.
If I left your side, I could slip through a wall or two. But then later, I might lie to you about what I saw. I do love seeing you get all distressed.
Why?
Shh, they're talking right now.
Can you make it quick, Iruka? He'll start getting cautious if I keep him waiting.
Please, wait. There's something I want to give you. In here. Why won't it open? Damn the safe! Who was in charge of getting a new one anyway? I'll bust it open with a rocket.
Treating it roughly won't unlock it. You have to move the dial, then wait exactly 5 minutes. It's the latest time-delayed lock. You'll have to wait the specified amount of time without touching anything. Thieves hate wasting time. Time itself is the key for this new feature.
Grr. What a pain in the ass.
This security function makes it the best safe there is. Nowadays, even the bank and other important facilities use it in the commercial area of Marunimon District. It's made by trusty old Amaterasu Corp, after all.
This was made by Amaterasu? What's it doing here? I never allowed this.
Relax. Calm down, old man. Even your clothes and mug were made by the Corp. As long as we live in Kanai Ward, it's impossible to avoid all their products. Though it is ironic that Amaterasu made the safe that protects our assets.
It finally opened.
This...
Your custom handgun. I modified it to pack more of a punch.
this isn't necessary.
It's for self-defense, just in case.
Why not take it with you? You never know when you might need it.
What do I do? They have a gun!
A detective stays calm, even when facing the barrel of a gun. Actually, they'd find a way to remove the bullets first.
It's too late for that!
Then you're screwed!
That's why I'm panicking!
I know! Let's run away while we still can.
Doesn't the front entrance have someone on lookout?
Oh, that's right! Then let's go to the roof. Let's get there first and find a way out.
Master, hurry up and run!
This is the roof. We need to find a way out. There has to be some place I can escape to. I have to hurry before I'm found.
They'll shoot you dead if they find you!
This place is much higher than I thought.
At least you'll get away if you jump off. Though you just end up in the afterlife.
There are no footholds or places to grab onto. I don't think I can use this as an escape route.
There's no escape!
There's an emergency stairway. Maybe we can escape from here.
Master, look carefully near the top of the stairs!
A surveillance camera. Speaking of which, they were monitoring it from the other room.
If you go past it, they'll definitely see you.
Let's find another way.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
He's here! He's not holding a gun. Is he keeping it concealed?
Why so pale? Scared of heights?
Yeah, something like that.
I see. Sorry about that. I'll make it quick. About the request earlier. You turned it down because you don't want anything to do with the Resistance, right?
Huh? No, that's not why.
It's all right. As someone from the outside, liberating Kanai Ward has nothing to do with you. I actually would have found you suspicious if you were gung-ho about it. But this is exactly why I think we can have a mutually beneficial relationship.
But...
I'm not asking you to do it for free. If you accept this job, we'll give you information on Amaterasu Corporation. What do you say to that?
what kind of information?
Our organization has a good number of former Amaterasu employees, myself included. We have some internal info that you can't get anywhere else. I think we can get you something you want.
Do you know what information I'm looking for?
I have an idea. If the WDO sent a master detective to gather intel, it's gotta be... the homunculi, right?
Master!
Looks like I'm right. It's not just detectives. The whole world wants info about that. How's this? In place of prepayment for the request, I can tell you a little bit about it.
Is it true? Do immortal monsters like homunculi really exist?
Yeah. Homunculi do exist. And they're already inside Kanai Ward. Right now.
Right now? There are immortal monsters in this city?
So, they really were researching homunculi here? That means they were successful, doesn't it? Isn't that what this dude's saying?
It's hard to believe, but could this be Kanai Ward's ultimate secret?
Looks like you're interested. However, I'll only tell you the rest once you finish the job. So how about it? Did I whet your appetite, Master Detective?
You should know that I don't have any special abilities.
I don't plan on making you do anything too difficult. We just want you to run a little errand.
An errand?
We want to set up some surveillance cameras around town to keep an eye on Amaterasu Corp's oppression. However, this isn't something we can do.
Why not?
If the peacekeepers see us setting up, they'll definitely start investigating the organization responsible, which would give them an excuse to stamp out the resistance. Hence, why this job can only be done by someone who isn't affiliated with us.
In other words, you need a pawn you can safely discard if it gets caught by the peacekeepers.
I wouldn't put it that way, but you're not wrong. I want you to understand one thing, though. I'm not gonna ask you to risk yourself for our sake, but we do want your help in protecting the people of this city. That's the kind of job this is.
How does setting up surveillance cameras lead to protecting the people here?
Our goal with setting up the cameras is to capture proof of illegal acts carried out by the peacekeepers. We'll record all the criminal activity they commit, such as intimidation, assault, theft, embezzlement. We won't fight them with violence. It would only lead to more lives lost. We're gonna take them down the right way. The Resistance are not terrorists.
He says that while concealing a firearm. He's not fooling us.
Even if you gather all that evidence, won't the peacekeepers just cover it up?
Gathering 1 or 2 pieces of evidence is too weak, and runs the risk of being snuffed out. In order to spread roots throughout town, someone has to make it clear there are people fighting back.
To spread roots?
The Resistance are like underground roots. Right now, we're still thin and weak, but we continue to fight. We'll spread our thin roots everywhere to try and bring life back to this withering tree. And one day, our fully grown branches and leaves will shelter the people of Kanai Ward from the cold rain. Yuma, this is to protect peace in our home. So please, save this city.
There it is again. Save this city. How am I supposed to do that? What does everyone expect of me? I'm a shell of a person with no memories.
I'd say they're not really relying on you, but more like taking advantage of you. So, what are you gonna do?
Even if they're taking advantage of me, they're better than that masked guy because their objective is clear. If they have information about the homunculus, I want it. Setting up surveillance cameras shouldn't be too hard.
Then...
All right, I accept your request.
Great! I'm glad you made up your mind. I knew I could count on you. Well, let's get started.
Shachi, sorry to interrupt. There's a fight on the main street. Another turf war in the usual garbage dump. Can I toss a grenade down there?
Hold on, you stay out of it. I'll go talk to them. Sorry, Yuma, but can you go down and get instructions from Servan about the job? I'm counting on you. Good luck.
So, you decided to do it. You better not drag us down.
I wonder if this is for the best.
You can't turn back now. You better hope the reward is worth it.
Let's head back down for now and talk to Servan about the job.
I'm so glad you weren't killed, Master.
Chachi isn't the kind of person who would do that, right?
So, you accepted the job. That's good. Let me fill you in on the details then.
Yes, please.
You will be setting up surveillance cameras in 4 designated locations. These are the cameras you're going to be setting up. They're delicate machines, so handle them with care. Also, I'll give you a transceiver for communication. It's shaped like a smartwatch, since they're so trendy nowadays. I'll tell you where to set up the cameras with it. Locations will be kept secret until last minute to avoid leaks. Once you finish setting one up, I'll give you the next location.
Where's the first location?
I'll contact you as soon as you leave, so I can test the transceiver's performance at the same time. If you don't hear anything from me, there's a chance the transceiver is broken. Bring it back here, and I'll fix it.
All right.
I'm counting on you. Be sure not to get caught by the peacekeepers.
They're gonna cut you off if you get caught anyway.
I'll do my best.
Hey! Since you're back, I assume you accepted our request.
Right.
If Shachi's all for it, then I've got no objections. I'll trust you too.
You must really trust Shachi.
We were living on the streets when he took us in. He built the resistance up to what it is now. Everyone is indebted to Shachi to varying degrees. He's like a big brother to us. Though he does have shortcomings, like excessively avoiding conflict and being oblivious about anything financial.
I ended up accepting the job. If this helps Kanai Ward in some way, it could reduce the number of unsolved mysteries. Even if I can't help the whole world become happier, I can at least help those closest to me. And if I complete this request, I have a chance to get closer to Kanai Ward's ultimate secret.
It's fine to be optimistic and everything, but I doubt it'll go as planned. This is you we're talking about. You're like the Grim Reaper for everyone else. I know one when I see one.
Like you're one to talk.
Anyway, what about the other detectives who got bombed? You sure you haven't forgotten about them?
I'd never forget them. Finding everyone is my top priority. I can work on this case at the same time.
That's pretty efficient. I didn't expect that from you.
Come on, let's go. Oh, I'm getting a call.
Testing, testing. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Servan? Yes, I can hear you.
So far, so good. Here are the instructions for the first camera location. For the first surveillance camera, I want you to set it up at a phone booth in the commercial area, Marunamon District.
Marunamon District. I've never been there before.
Oh, really? Well, I'll send you directions through the transceiver.
Thank you.
Contact me when you arrive. I'll tell you how to set it up then.
You look like you're pretending to be a spy.
I'm not pretending. This is actual spy work. Let's head to Marunamon District for now.
I wonder what kind of murders are happening in Marunamon District. I can't wait. Oh.
Let
Oh.
Yeah, you know.
Because the drainage isn't working around here, the water just... Hmm?
Master, do you get the sense we're being watched? Looks like it connects to the riverbank from here.
The agency took care of me when I first came to Kanai Ward. I never expected this to happen. No bodies have been found, though. That has to mean they're all still alive.
Let's cut the sentimental stuff and get out of here.
Right, okay.
Hey, Master! How do you plan to get to Marinaman District?
According to the map we got, we need to use the road in front of the hotel in Kamasaki District.
Well,
You know...
this isn't where we should be going. That way? Or maybe this way?
This way. There are a lot of busy-looking people in Marunamon District.
Master, you might have forgotten because of your amnesia, but this is what people look like when they're working.
Yeah.
I s- That's
Well, where is that phone booth? Maybe...
Huh.
Hey, isn't that a phone booth?
Is that the phone booth? I've arrived at the destination. Time to contact Servan. Servan, can you hear me? I arrived at the telephone booth in Marunamon District.
Great job, Master Detective. You work fast. Can you go inside the booth and set up the camera underneath the phone stand? Here's how you set it up.
Finished. How's this?
Good. I can confirm via the video feed. That's it for the first camera. Check your surroundings for any peacekeepers.
Got it. No peacekeepers. Nobody here has even noticed me.
That's when you need to be most careful. They can appear out of nowhere. Here's the next location. Head to the front of the cafe in Ginma District. Contact me once you've arrived.
I thought you were like a spy, but you're more like an errand boy. The errand boy detective case files just received another entry.
I'm happy to help other people out. 3 cameras left. At this rate, this shouldn't take too long.
If that's the case, how about we take a detour? I've never been here before. You need to find the other detectives, right? Maybe you'll find their corpses around here.
I'm gonna ignore that last part. But maybe if we ask around, we'll find someone who has seen them. I should gather some information before moving on to the next point. Let's ask these people if they know about Chief Yako and the others.
My colleague who was on break still hasn't come back. I hear there's a really cute waitress at the cafe in Ginma District. Maybe I should ditch work and go there.
The cafe in Ginma. That's where I'm going to set up the next camera. I need to gather a little more information.
What do you want? I need to get to the bank.
The bank?
Yeah, the Marunamon Bank is up ahead. It's the only bank in all of Kanai Ward. Which is why the line always takes forever.
I'm looking for some people. Huh? Like who?
One of them has fuzzy hair and a wannabe bad boy look. Another carries a bag as tall as himself and thinks he's some big shot superstar.
Sorry, doesn't ring a bell. I don't think I want to get involved anyway. Bye.
Let's hear what other people have to say.
This city has completely changed. The branch office I work for was acquired by Amaterasu Corporation. Thanks to that, career employees like me were all demoted. Makes me want to jump into the river.
Have you seen anyone drifting down the river?
Huh? You mean like people? I've been here all day. I haven't seen anyone.
I see. Thank you.
Maybe you should throw some more questions out there.
What's going on? There are tons of customers. It wasn't this crowded last time I was here.
Maybe they got some new dessert people can't help but snap photos of. Humans love lining up for stuff like that.
But only men are lining up. Anyway, this is a bad time to set up a camera. Servan, I'm at the location, but the cafe is extremely crowded.
I want to avoid any prying eyes. Is there something you could do about it?
What do you mean?
I want you to set up a surveillance camera at the cafe's bus stop so we can view the main street. Call me back once you figure out how to make it happen. Counting on you!
Wait! He hung up. What now? What does he expect me to do?
How about we boom kill everyone?
How about we don't?
Then what? You want to wait until all the customers go home?
Anyway, let's look inside the cafe for now and see just how crowded it actually is. It's jam-packed in here. This'll take a while.
Can I get a refill for my coffee?
Coffee over here too?
Sure! Coming right up!
Fubuki?
Oh? Yuma? You must be here to try some of my coffee!
No, not coffee. You're okay.
How dare you be alright too, Yuma?
What? Anyway, I'm just glad you're alive, Fubuki.
I am grateful you were born as well, Yuma. I ought to thank your parents.
Excuse me? Where's my coffee?
Right, coming right up.
I'm glad Fubuki's alright, but I don't even know where to start with her.
Seems that sheltered skank is tough to kill. I wouldn't mind if she died.
Why do you keep saying stuff like that?
I just hate airheads. Only losers find girls like her attractive.
Fubuki? What are you doing here?
I am fencing coffee. Everyone says it is delicious.
Fencing?
I have never worked in a place like this before. It is rather exciting. I have always had an interest in waiting tables. I feel as though I am blossoming with a talent I never knew I had.
Are you actually working here?
Yes, I am an adventurer detective coffee fencer.
Where do I even start?
See? This is why I hate airheads.
Anyway, how did you survive that explosion?
That is a maiden secret.
Huh? Okay. What about the other master detectives? And Chief Yako? Is everyone alright?
Unfortunately, I have yet to see anyone since the explosion. I figured someone would appear if I waited at this cafe. But perhaps everyone died. My deepest condolences.
No! Everyone must still be alive! Come to think of it, waiting at this cafe instead of blindly searching is a good approach. Halara often visits here.
That being said, I felt bad just idly sitting around, so I started working. And as a result, we were reunited. Mission accomplished.
I see. I'm starting to understand the situation.
However, ever since I started working, the number of customers has steadily risen. I was beginning to mentally prepare myself to settle here, from the cradle to the grave.
Ah, so all the customers here are after Fubuki.
Every single one of them has ulterior motives.
Say, Yuma, what brought you here?
Well, it's a long story. And that's what happened. Wait, she's gone?
Yuma, sorry to keep you waiting. I must procure more coffee.
Procure? Aren't you brewing it here?
I order coffee from the hotel restaurant and get them to brew it.
Wait, you're just serving coffee from the hotel?
Correct.
I see. So that's why she calls it fencing. This is crazy.
So, what are you doing here again, Yuma?
As I was saying, some people asked me to take on a job, so I'm working on that right now. Speaking of Fubuki, will you help me? I need you to move the customers away from the front of the cafe.
Oh? Using violence?
Some other way.
Very well. Leave it to me.
Was asking for her help really a good idea?
I highly doubt it.
Everyone! There's a cafe just across the way that serves even better coffee! This way! Follow me!
Hey, that actually worked. All right, now's my chance to set up the camera. Better get to the bus stop. Now's the best time to set up the camera at the bus stop. Whew, that should do it. Only 2 left.
Yuma, how did it go?
Perfectly.
Splendid. We work well together.
Yeah, I'm sure we would make great partners.
What? Was that a marriage proposal?
Huh? No, I was just agreeing with you.
Oh, right. My apologies. I lost my composure. Phew. I almost became an adventurer detective wife.
Master has already sworn his life to another.
I'm getting a headache.
Well, since we have reunited, I will help you with your work, Yuma.
Are you sure?
I am better fit for adventuring than waiting tables. You and I are now partners. You can rely on me.
Thank you.
No need to be strangers. You can speak to me with phrases full of slang like we are old chums. After all, we are the last 2 survivors.
Listen, everyone has to be alive.
I got the video feed from the second camera a bit ago. This is going great. Seems like Shachi was right about you, Detective. The third location is in Kamasaki District. Set it on top of the vending machine near the hotel. I'm counting on you.
Next is Kamasaki District.
I'm tired of these errands. Where can we find more corpses? Maybe a corpse in a kimono hung upside down, or corpses with their heads swapped.
You shouldn't joke about that. It could actually happen in this city.
Yuma, are you talking to an invisible person?
Huh?
Did she notice me?
I heard it just now. A creepy man's voice talking about a camera.
Oh, you mean this? It's a transceiver. The voice is my client. I'm receiving instructions through it.
Oh, is that so? Apologies for my ignorance.
That sure freaked me out. I thought she heard my voice.
I have lived inside a mansion since I was young, and know little about the ways of the world. I am so naive that the servants call me Dummy Thick behind my back.
I don't think that's what they meant. Anyway, it's never too late to learn new things. I mean, take me for example. I've forgotten everything, but I'm still alive.
That is true. I am much better off when compared to the state your head is in, Yuma.
Right.
In any case, I now know that is a transceiver. Your client must be so small to fit inside there.
Is she really a master detective? She'd struggle to live even a normal life.
I can't deny that.
Anyway, we have a princess from Wonderland here, so have fun escorting her.
I'm getting worried. We have to get to the vending machine near the hotel in Kamasaki District. Yeah.
I see.
That's it for number 3.
3? And after 3 is...
Okay, I've confirmed the feed. The video quality is poor. Could it be the location or the cable? Let me adjust things. Do you mind standing by for now?
All right. Fubuki, we need to be on standby until we get further orders. We should move so the peacekeepers don't spot us.
Understood.
Let's wait under the overhang for Servan to get in touch. This silence feels so awkward. What should I talk about? The rain just won't stop, huh?
Yuma, do you not like the rain?
Well, I haven't really given it much thought, but I don't think I like it very much.
I love the rain. Back at the mansion, I never saw the ocean. Rain was the only thing that let me imagine what it could be like. If so much water could be falling, then there must be a place where it all accumulates.
You imagined an ocean from just the rain? You must have had a wild imagination as a kid.
I have always been told my imagination is my only real gift. But still, I have yet to see the actual ocean. I do want to go see it one of these days. The ocean, above the clouds.
Huh? Above the clouds?
Seawater becomes rain, does it not? And rain falls from the sky. Which means that the seas are above the clouds. Am I wrong? Whenever I see white clouds floating in the sky, I think, oh, it's the ocean.
Right. I guess you can't say for sure if it's above the clouds until you see for yourself.
Exactly. Let us go see the ocean together someday. In the sky.
Right. I lost my memory, so forgive me for asking. Is the Clockford family famous?
Famous? I am unsure about that. I believe only everyone in the world knows about them.
That's pretty famous. Do they run a zaibatsu or something? Or are your family all politicians?
I am not certain myself. But for generations, we have managed the world's standard time and make any decisions regarding time and calendars.
Your family sounds like a bigger deal than I thought. So, will you be taking over your family's work in the future?
I cannot say for certain, but I did discover something after leaving home. It is far more fun to travel the whole world than to sit idle in a mansion. That is why I think I will stay an adventurer detective for the time being.
Fubuki, what made you become a detective?
Well, I am ashamed to say it, but it was my parents' instructions. I was not even aware of what detectives do. My parents wished for me to gain some worldly experience. They practically kicked me out. I soon joined the World Detective Organization, but even then, I was simply doing what my parents told me to do.
And you were able to become a master detective? After the training and exams?
Yes. Before I knew it, I had my detective deed.
Before you knew it? Was it that easy for you? Wasn't it tough?
I do not know. So much has been on my mind since I left home that I have not taken much time to consider it. The outside world is completely new to me. Everything is bright and shiny. I wanted to learn more about this new world. so I decided to become an adventurer.
So that's why you keep calling yourself that.
Yes! There is nothing more exciting than exploring an unknown world. However, I do not wish you to think I am neglecting my duties as a detective. Finding the truth in unsolved cases is similar to going on an adventure. To uncover a secret no one else knows. That is something both adventurers and detectives do.
I see. Curiosity about the unknown is what drives you.
Ah! Perhaps that is it. For the first time, I feel like I finally understand myself. Yuma, you are a great detective.
Thanks for waiting. I finished making the adjustments. I managed to process it on my end, so there's nothing you need to do over there.
Got it. Can we leave this place now?
Yeah, head to the next location. This is the last one. The last camera will need to be set up on the road in front of Etheria Academy. Thanks!
That's Kurumi School. There shouldn't be a lot of people there at this hour. Should be easy enough.
Yuma, they say time is lightning, so we need to hurry and strike.
I think you mean money, not lightning.
What?
Never mind. Let's go.
Right. Let's end it quick!
That should do it. Servan, I finished setting up the surveillance camera.
The video quality checks out. Seems we're all good here. We got all 4 cameras up and running now. I don't see peacekeepers patrolling the area, and it looks like no one saw you. Great work handling this mission so quickly. Detectives sure are reliable.
I hope the cameras help you expose peacekeeper corruption.
That's right. I believe this is the first step toward peace. All that's left is to report back to Shachi. I'm sure he has other stuff to talk about, so do you mind telling him? The frequency for Shachi's transceiver is 37.564. Thanks!
Frequency... Oh, I guess I can turn the dial here.
This errand boy quest was a pain, but it'll be worth it if you get info about Amaterasu.
I'm glad there wasn't any conflict involved. I was lucky to find Fubuki, too. Let's finish up and get back to searching for Chief Yako and the others. Shachi's frequency is 37.564. Huh? 5 minutes until detonation? What is this?
Wait, don't tell me. Is that thing gonna explode? That's a countdown, right?
It'll explode? It's near the telephone booth in Marunamon District. That's where we set up the first security camera.
What is the matter, Yuma? You look like you just pressed a bomb's detonation button.
Wait, Master, you pressed it?
No, I didn't do anything.
Anyway, let's go check it out. Maybe this is some sort of prank.
Fubuki, we're heading to Marunamon District. We need to hurry.
All right. I do not understand, but it sounds like an adventure.
around. Oh no! Please let me be wrong.
Let's hurry to the phone booth! That explosion just now, where did it take place?
I think it was the phone booth. I know where that is, so follow me.
I smell a case!
The phone booth's been blown away. Was that the explosion earlier?
A public phone exploded? Maybe the batteries were overcharged.
From the looks of it, the silver lining is no one's been injured in the explosion. There's something on the transceiver.
What you heard wasn't some mere explosion. It is the call to rebellion. The smoke you see isn't just the smoldering ash of a stamped-out flame. It is the signal for revolution.
What? This message... Servan, can you hear me? Servan? Shachi, please answer me!
What you're about to hear echo across Kanai Ward is the song of revolution. Revolution inevitably requires sacrifice. Beloved citizens falling as casualties cannot be avoided. However, death comes equally to us all. Equality is revolution. That being said, a revolution must also be fair. Thus, since you were the one to plant the bombs, I will also give you a chance to stop them from exploding.
The one who planted the bombs? Me?
So Yuma, you were not setting up surveillance cameras. You were planting bombs?
No!
You have set 4 bombs around Kanai Ward. One of them just detonated. The first bomb was a demonstration, so the damage was minimal. But now you've seen this message is no joke. The bombs are real.
This message is so long. I'm bored. I'll leave the rest to you, Master.
The bombs will detonate in the order you set them up. You are the only person who can disarm them. Here's how to do so. When it's armed, move the transceiver close to the bomb and cut the detonation circuit. However, to cut a detonation circuit, you must perfectly execute the steps as displayed on the transceiver screen. You have 60 minutes to act. Whether to disarm the bombs or not is up to you. Once the timer reaches 0, this transceiver will explode along with the bombs. Meaning, you cannot avoid death, even if you ignore the people and try to flee. There is no escaping the revolution. You decide the future of Kanai Ward. I wish you luck.
Why? Why me?
You really get dragged into trouble all the time.
This isn't funny! The countdown's already started! If I don't disarm the bombs, then I'll blow up with this watch!
Then just take it off.
Oh, right! No good, it won't come off. What's going on? Is it locked?
Maybe it explodes if you force it off.
You should have mentioned that earlier!
Breaking news from the Amaterasu Corporation Peacekeepers.
Hello there, my slaves of Kanai Ward! Are you loving your happy, subservient life? It's your Peacekeeper Counterterrorism Squad Leader, Guillaume Hall! My special party trick is fortune telling. Here it goes. Bad luck today for anyone with a Berenice's hair constellation sign. Some jealous Baldy is gonna kill you. By the way, the guy behind me is Dominic. As you can see, he's an absolute intellectual. Come on and say hi, Slowpoke.
Oh.
Wow, that was kind of philosophical, you know? I wonder if my slaves in Kanai Ward got that. Anyway, did you know there was an explosion in Marnamon district? How many died? None? Well, not like I care. The Resistance caused the explosion in Doya district. The Peacekeepers received their proclamation loud and clear. Look here. Read it, Nugget.
Ooh.
In summary, that's all there is. They set up a bomb as an act of terror. But thanks to some leaks, we've already identified the perpetrator. Ta-da! Here he is. His name is Yuma Kokohead. Wow, he sure looks like a terrorist, all right. As you know, Kanai Ward is a town of justice. Terrorists have no human rights here. Everyone, kill him on sight. The Peacekeepers say it's A-OK. Hey, you underhanded, rotten, bottom-feeding terrorist bomber trash. You listening? You've got nowhere to run. Okay? Okay! Come on, do something, you nitwit.
Ooh.
Is this a joke? Why am I...
Hey, I think I recognize that face.
Wait, I'm not a terrorist! I've been set up!
A setup? So your client tricked you?
That's all I can think of, since she said there was a leak. So Shachi and the Resistance tricked me? They took advantage of me? He spoke so passionately about peace. Was it all a lie?
We won't fight them with violence. It would only lead to more lives lost. We're gonna take them down the right way. The Resistance are not terrorists.
How could this be the right way? You were supposed to reject violence.
They were pretty violent from the moment you were taken to their hideout.
Well...
It's fine to be all sentimental or whatever, but you should take a look around.
Did they already notice me?
The explosion countdown is still ticking away. There's no time to stand around and think. At this rate, you're gonna end up dying as a terrorist.
I don't want that. We have to go disarm those bombs. Oh, but first... There's still time until the next explosion. We should visit the Resistance's hideout.
Your boom killing them is payback for tricking you, right?
Of course not! I need to talk to Shachi and find out the truth.
Master, you still believe these people can be reasoned with?
Yuma, is something the matter? Are you sure we should not be in a hurry?
Fubuki, please hear me out. Even if the next bomb is disarmed, there are 2 more. Right now we have a grace period of 60 minutes, but we don't know if the same will be true of the rest. That's why we need to stop this whole plot, while there's still even a little bit of extra time remaining.
So you have a plan then?
I'm going to see the client. If the client really is behind this, then I have to try and convince them to stop.
I doubt it'll go so smoothly.
Anyway, we have to act now. We can think about it later.
Very well. Danger always accompanies adventure. I will stay by your side. After all, we are the last survivors, partner.
Thank you. Also, I still believe everyone is alive.
The Resistance hideout was in Doya District. Don't come crying to me if this all goes south.
If I can just talk to Shachi, he would understand. This ridiculous plan has to be...
Hey!
Wow! You must be quite famous to be shown on such a big screen, Yuma.
It's not that I wanted to be a wanted criminal. What the heck is going on here?
Sneaking up.
Master, it looks like that Resistance woman hates your guts. Careful, or you'll become full of lead.
That's a scary thing to say.
Oh, wow! These must be the ruins of an ancient civilization.
Not really. Most people would just call Doya District the slums.
Oh, I see. Apologies for my ignorance. I suppose this is a lifestyle where you stay in harmony with nature.
Wait, Fubuki! Those are peacekeepers!
Huh?
The peacekeepers are on the move after that explosion. The client's hideout is up ahead. We need to move carefully so they don't see us. But why did the Resistance issue a declaration anyway? They would have known this was going to happen.
There's the fugitive!
They found me! What do I do?
See? I was against the plan!
We have to lose them! Fubuki, please follow me. We're running.
Right.
Get back here!
Time!
Huh? What was that?
I didn't do anything!
Yuma! The peacekeepers are catching up! Find some place to hide!
Right. Those are the peacekeepers who just surrounded us. Fubuki, was that your forte? It feels like time was reversed. Hold on, it wasn't just a feeling. Time really was turned back.
Huh? You noticed? But I should be the only one who can detect the reversal of time. Yuma, are you also of the Clockford family bloodline? Are you my long-lost brother?
No, I'm not. But I do have the ability to share another Master Detective's forte. Specifically when we hold hands. Oh, right! I was holding your hand back then.
So you can share fortes. I see. It appears my maiden secret has been exposed by you, Yuma. It is true. I can reverse time. That being said, the amount of time I can reverse is limited. Also, the amount I reverse is proportional to my fatigue. Even now, I feel...
Are you alright?
Yes, I am fine. There's no need to worry. I can still move.
Interesting. I get now how this airheaded, sheltered skank got into the WDO so effortlessly. Turning back time is an insanely powerful ability. It far surpasses human limitations. Ah! If there are people with abilities like this, I'm gonna fade into the background.
Your forte is pretty useful for avoiding peacekeepers. So, is it okay if we continue to hold hands for now? Just in case. By holding hands and receiving permission to share your ability, I can turn back time too.
You can do that? After all the training I had to do. I knew you were no ordinary person, Yuma. But do we really have to hold hands? I have never held hands with a man before.
My ability won't work properly otherwise.
I see. I understand. In that case...
What's wrong, Master?
When our hands met, I sensed Fubuki's fatigue. I guess turning back time is extremely straining.
Even if the power is amazing, we can't continue to rely on it. Keep moving carefully, so you don't get caught by the peacekeepers.
Yeah. Let's head to the hideout. That's... a peacekeeper? What bad timing! Fubuki, now!
Right, understood. We have been spotted!
We'd better hide somewhere. Let's hide here.
Damn it! Where did they go?
Looks like they're gone. Let's go while we can.
Right.
We finally made it. This is the Resistance hideout. Fubuki, are you alright?
Yes. Though I am a bit tired and my mind is a little hazy.
You should hide somewhere and rest. It might be dangerous inside the building, so I'll go in alone.
But I am your only surviving partner.
No, please, save your strength. I'll ask for your help when I need it. Also, everyone is alive. I'm sure of it.
If you insist. Very well. I will stay put and rest.
Master, you're so kind. You never treat me like that! I want to be treated kindly too!
There's no time. Let's go. It's awfully quiet. There's no one on lookout either.
Is this the terrorist hideout?
Someone's here! Hide!
Their leader Shachi should be here somewhere. We must capture him at all costs.
Hey, open up! Open up immediately! We know you're in there!
Peacekeepers are looking for Shachi too. This is bad.
Hey, wait!
It's Shachi!
Stop, Master! If you go out there now, the Peacekeepers will see you!
But...
He ran to the roof!
Damn it! He locked the door! Hey! Open up!
Shachi ran to the roof. We have to get to him somehow. But how? It looks like the Peacekeepers have forced Shachi to the...
Huh? Are you gonna run? You're just gonna forget about that Shachi guy?
Not at all. Do you remember those emergency stairs to the roof? If Shachi ran to the rooftop, then he must have used the emergency stairs.
Oh, right! So you're gonna get the jump on him! Hell yeah! Let's go catch that fraudster before the Peacekeepers do, and make him cough up the truth!
I don't see Shachi around. Is he still on the roof? I should head to the roof for now. Huh? Was that a gunshot?
Master, I have a bad feeling about this.
Let's hurry. Oh. I couldn't believe what I saw. A sea of blood, the sight of which I still haven't gotten used to.
Within that strangely colored pool, a corpse lay. A corpse that undeniably belonged to Shachi. His eyes were wide open, and a tunnel connected the two holes on the sides of his head. But stranger still, no one else was around. A gunshot just rang out. There was no place to run, no place to hide. Yet, not a soul was to be seen.
I'm back! Huh? Are you here alone, Chief?
Yeah, Halara and Desuhiko were here a bit ago. When I got here, they just up and left. I'm sure they're gambling again. Never mind them. Yuma?
Yes? What is it?
What do you think of Desuhiko?
Why do you ask?
No reason. I'm curious about what you think of him. It's no big deal or anything. I just want to know.
Why would you even wonder about it?
Don't sweat the details. Just tell me what you think of Desuhiko.
What I think of Desuhiko?
Honestly, I don't like him very much.
Ah, you're kidding! You gotta be joking, right?
That reaction, could it be?
I'm joking, obviously. To tell you the truth, I think he's been a great mentor to me here at the agency. He's easy to talk to, and he's considerate in subtle ways. He's rather kind-hearted, too.
Oh, I see. What else?
His reaction. Now I know for sure.
You're Desuhiko, aren't you?
Huh? You knew? That's no fun at all.
I knew it.
You're pretty good at seeing through my disguise.
I wouldn't have known if you hadn't given yourself away. But why are you in disguise anyway?
Huh? You still don't realize it? I was testing you.
Testing?
That's a test to see if you're worthy of being my apprentice.
An apprentice? My master?
Concluding this impartial examination. Congratulations, you've passed! Feel free to weep with joy. I'll be taking you under my wing.
Huh? But I didn't... Why do you want me to be your apprentice?
There's only one reason. It'll make me look more like a star. In fact, it's a requirement for stardom.
It is?
Yep, there's no mistake about it. Anyway, from here on out, I need you to work hard.
Desuhiko's apprentice. I don't get how that makes him look like a star, but I suppose it wouldn't be all that bad. It could be educational for me to learn from a detective firsthand. It might even help me remember my powers.
You actually want to do this?
All right, I don't mind being your apprentice, Desuhiko. It'll help me learn how to be a detective, too.
Huh? You thought I meant it as a detective thing?
Huh? What are you talking about?
I was gonna train you to become a star. Not the ABCs of being a detective, but how to ooze charisma and charm. Stuff like that. Give it 6 months. With my training, you'll shine half as bright as me.
If that's the case, I think I'll pass.
Huh? You sure? You'll never get another chance like this.
Yeah, but I think it's too good for me.
Really? Yeah, okay then.
Master, you and Tetsuhiko seem to have grown even closer.
I'm starting to get used to being alone with Vivia. Knowing who he is, this silence isn't really so awkward anymore. We don't have to force a conversation to break the silence, which makes it easier to be around him than the others.
I want to die someday.
Huh? That's awfully sudden.
Oh, did I think out loud again?
You sure did.
Sorry about that. Guess I surprised you. I'll be careful not to think out loud next time.
You're free to say what you want, but it sounds really concerning. And I've been wondering, what do you mean by someday?
What do you want to know?
Well, all people die eventually. I suppose I'm wondering if you want to die sooner. Saying someday makes it sound like you can't die. Wait, is that what it is? You can't die? That explains why you'd say something so strange.
Huh? He's undead?
That's a wonderful deduction.
I guess I'm wrong, though.
Well, I don't know about that.
What do you mean?
Being unable to die sounds like it's straight out of a story. So romantic. Yuma, what would you do if you gained everlasting life?
What would I do if I lived forever? I'd like to talk to people from all over the world. There's a limit to how many people you can meet in a lifetime. But it'd be a different story if you lived forever.
Oh, that sounds wonderful. Although, after a certain number, you begin to notice patterns, so it'd eventually grow boring. Anything else?
What else? If I had everlasting life, what would I want to do? I can't think of anything in particular.
That was quick.
Huh? Quick?
There is no end to human greed. Some people think that, but it's not true whatsoever. Everything comes to an end. Just like how you couldn't think of anything else you'd want.
I think I just meant I didn't have any good ideas right now.
Someday, greed will end. Just like you would die before your greed could be satiated. Humanity too has a lifespan.
Uh-huh.
If you were to live forever, you'd see how tough life can be. It may be fun at the beginning, but eventually, I'm certain you wouldn't desire anything else. And once you were bored of everything, you'd reach the same conclusion all others would. That you hope to die someday. The moment you lose all desire, your final desire for death would be born. It all makes sense now, doesn't it?
Does it? But wait. Vivia, by that logic, doesn't your desire to die mean you're immortal?
You're free to think what you want.
That's not an answer.
It's enough for today. I need to
go back to my world of books.
Did he just give me the runaround? Or is he always like this? I can't tell. I wonder if I'll understand him better someday.
Master, you and Vivia seem to have grown even closer.
Such an over-exaggerated sigh. What's wrong?
Jeez. Why did you have to be a dude?
Huh? That was unexpected.
I had such high hopes, you know. When the chief said he was bringing one more in, I was hoping for a bright young cutie. And as she saw my incredible heroic feats, little by little, we'd fall in love. It had blossomed into a secret inter-office romance. Oh, nice and sexy. But instead, the chief brought in some dirty kid with amnesia. All my high hopes were for nothing.
You're pretty much a little kid yourself.
Tetsuhiko, you have no one to blame but yourself for that.
What? As a dude, anyone would have some hope. That's how dudes are. It's as common as not washing your hands after using the bathroom.
But I wash my hands.
Ugh. I hate this. You toyed with my innocent heart.
Huh? Wait, you're seriously sulking about this?
Why would I not be serious about this? I'm dead serious in my sulking.
This is a bit much. I thought he was half joking. I didn't think he was completely serious.
He'll be a pain in the ass if he keeps on like this. Maybe you should do something to cheer him up.
But what should I do? You know, I don't think it's a good idea to get into a relationship with someone from work to begin with.
What? Come on, get off your high horse already.
Well, dating in the workplace is one thing, but I also think you're not fit to be in any relationship.
What? No one knows how girls think better than me. Do you know how much I think about girls every single day?
That's not what I meant. Tetsuhiko, I don't know if a ladies' man like yourself could remain in a relationship with just one girl. So I figured you should refrain from that stuff, you know?
Huh?
Considering how attractive you are, I'm sure you're better off having lots of fans. I think it fits you way better anyway. Did it work?
Did it work?
Yeah, I see. Now that you mention it, maybe you're right. I'm not that kind of guy, but I totally get that you'd see me that way. You know what? You're a good kid. Hey, let me know if the others pick on you. I'll come to your rescue.
Sure, thanks. Oh, I guess we sorted that out. But I wonder if I can really get along with him.
Master, you and Tetsuhiko seem to have grown closer.
Thank you kindly for keeping me company today. Because of you, Yuma, I have experienced takoyaki for the very first time.
Oh, it's nothing. I'm surprised you wanted to try some in the first place.
Oh? Why is that surprising? Could it be that my face resembles takoyaki, so you believe I am a cannibal?
That's not at all what I'm saying. You don't look anything like takoyaki anyway. It's just that you grew up like a princess. You even got kidnapped because of it. That's why I didn't expect you to want to try takoyaki.
Ah, so that is what you meant. But I am not as high class as you might think. My daily life is rather ordinary.
I sincerely doubt it.
Is that so? It truly felt plain to my eyes.
Well then, can I ask you a few questions? It helped me get an idea of what it was like for you growing up.
Very well, if that is what is required to satisfy you. You can ask me anything, including my measurements or the password to my bank account.
No, I don't need to ask about those. Anyway, to start off, how many rooms did your home have?
How many rooms? I never really considered it. First the kitchens. There were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... I am beginning to grow confused. My apologies. I am not very good at counting such large numbers.
No, that's more than enough for me. There's really no point in asking any more questions, but this is getting kinda fun. Next up, what sort of car did your parents own?
Their car? Unfortunately, there were no cars at our home.
Huh? That's hard to believe. Do you know what cars are? They have 4 wheels and move on roads.
Yes, I have seen them around the city. But none of those tiny, cute mobile huts were anywhere near my home.
Mobile huts? I'm guessing the cars at Fubuki's place are on a completely different scale. Okay, last one. What's the most expensive gift you've ever received?
A gift? Well, I am unsure how expensive it was, but the one that made me happiest was when I went with my family to look at the stars.
Huh? Stars?
On my birthday, my father told me a star would shine especially bright. I watched it with my mother and father. That time spent together was the greatest gift I have ever received. My parents are such busy people. I rarely saw them as a child. Oh? Is something wrong?
After asking so many petty questions, I feel real ashamed of myself. Even if you are rich, you're still you.
I am myself? That is true, I suppose. But Yuma, what sort of person do you think I am?
What do I think of Fubuki? Well, that's simple. You're honest. You may be rich and ditzy, among other things. But the foundation of who you are is your honesty.
Well, I am not sure I would say I am honest myself, but it makes me happy to hear you say it.
You're honest. Otherwise, you wouldn't have said the time spent stargazing with your parents was your favorite gift.
Oh, that reminds me. After we looked at the star, my father purchased it for me.
Huh?
I am unsure how expensive that may have been, but I am certain that is the biggest gift I have ever received.
Considering how honestly surprised I am by all this, I must have been a lowly commoner before losing my memories.
Fubuki seem to have grown even closer.
Vivia? I was thinking of making some coffee. Would you like some?
Coffee would be nice, but there is a much greater problem.
What problem?
The large beast dwelling inside me is roaring louder than ever. No human could defeat the beast.
What are you talking about?
We can either grant its wish and coexist, or be consumed by it. Those are our only options now. Right now, it is about to crush my heart, for I have ignored its desires.
I have no clue what you're talking about.
Please, help me.
Help you with what? Even if I ask him, he probably won't tell me anyway.
I guess you have to figure it out for yourself.
The beast from within is about to crush his heart because he has ignored its desires for too long. What Vivi is trying to say is... Could it be that you're hungry?
Yes. If I had to phrase it another way, I suppose that's it.
You could have just told me that.
I haven't eaten anything since yesterday. I can't take another step. I would deeply appreciate it if you brought me some bread or something. Thank you, Yuma. You saved me.
It's fine, but why didn't you eat anything? Not eating for a full day can't be good for your health.
So you want to know why? Let's take, for example, how many would want to try climbing a tall mountain range after first seeing it? However, very few would actually put that desire into action. Do you understand?
Not at all.
Well, that's fine. I don't mind.
But I do! Vivia won't tell me, so I should just figure it out again. I need to figure out why people don't go climbing mountains, to understand why he didn't eat yesterday.
Jeez, this guy is way too much trouble.
People don't climb mountains even if they want to, because... Is it a lack of confidence?
You think I don't eat because of that? Are you talking about my appearance? I'm not particularly self-conscious about that.
I guess that was wrong. People don't climb mountains even if they want to because... Because it's too much trouble?
Well, I suppose you could say that.
You felt it was too much trouble so you didn't eat for a whole day? Could you be any lazier? You know, Vivia, do you get theatrical like this on purpose whenever you don't want to talk about something?
Do I? We are all Rosso Ponson, and it's only once you realize it that you...
You're doing it again!
Master, you and Vivia seem to have grown even closer.